dedicated to Eastern and Southern Kentucky. This is WYMT Mountain News This Morning.
Good morning. It is 6:32 on Wednesday, July the 31st. I'm Will Puckett. Thank you for tuning in to Mountain News this morning. It's a broken record this morning. We got in on a little bit of rain action yesterday, and this morning we've got fog across the region. So everybody, say it with me, drive with your low beams on. Let's bring in Brandon this morning to give us a breakdown of who's seeing what, how much fog, and if anybody's seen a little rain this morning. Brandon?
A little bit of rain in parts of Floyd County this morning and fog pretty much everywhere. As we take a look at the WYMT studio camera, dense fog here, but not too far or not too close, kind of off in the distance, far off in the distance there. But again, you see the visibility map here, less than a mile. Moorhead, about 4 miles there in Harlan, less than 2 miles in Somerset and Monticello, about 3 miles in Jacksboro, Tennessee. So again, just be aware of that. One little lone sail going over Prestonsburg this morning, heading toward Johnson County, actually headed toward Martin County there, over toward the southern and western parts of Martin County. So we're going to continue to see that head that way. We're seeing temperatures in the low to mid 60s this morning, so not too bad there. Your weather app forecast features chances for scattered showers and storms off and on throughout the day, and temperatures getting up to right around 82 later this afternoon. The full forecast is on the way here in just a few minutes. Will?
All righty, Brandon. Thank you. Well, this morning marks the start of day 3 of many miners and their families camping out by railroad tracks, blocking a train carrying coal in Harlan County. The message the miners are sending is clear. Pay them what they are owed, or this train does not pass. Our Connor James has been following this since the beginning and giving updates throughout the morning. He is along the tracks now as the sun rises over Harlan County and the group of protesters that are still going strong. He joins us now with another look. Connor?
Will, throughout this whole thing, no matter the weather, the crowd size, or really even the exhaustion, like you said, these miners have made their message clear. Pay us or we're not moving. Now, the train attempting to leave with coal from the Cloverlook mine is at a standstill as these men and their families have set up camp here. The amount of food, water, and other supplies brought into them, that's really amazing. There's actual mounds of donations set up underneath these tents. The miners, their spirits are high and they're hoping to continue throughout the day with a bigger crowd.
It's feeling pretty good because people around the community are starting to really notice what we're doing, and they're starting to come help us. And there's even other miners from different companies coming here joining us. And we've had people from all over the world, really.
Now, Will, here's just a couple things we're going to want to keep an eye on throughout the day. The first one being just donation-wise. I mean, there's going to be plenty of more people we're expecting to come in throughout the day to drop off more food, maybe more water, more drinks, really just whatever to these miners. Another thing is, will there ever be a police presence here? You know, it's been a relatively peaceful protest. The city of Cumberland really already have said they're not going to be sending any officers here to any extent. And the big thing we got to keep an eye out for is, will we hear from Black Jewel officials about what will be done? Because if we don't really hear anything and they don't get paid, these miners will be here for a while. Will?
All righty, Connor, we did hear from CSX officials yesterday, actually, who in the long and short term said that they are monitoring the situation and understand this is a dispute between the workers and a separate coal company. Thank you, Connor. Well, a downpour last night did not dampen the spirits at the protest site. It was an eventful day in Cumberland yesterday, and while the coal miners are exhausted, they are sticking together as a family. Our Emily Bennett has more.
Not going down without a fight.
You can take a look around at these guys. They're not thugs. They're not here to cause problems. They want answers, and they're going to get them.
This fight is personal to Cumberland Mayor Charles Raleigh. His brother and son are both Black Jewel coal miners.
The doors have been slammed closed, and they're forgotten about.
Raleigh's son just got married and went on his honeymoon.
He had actually cashed his check before he left, only to come back to find out that he's $1,900 overdrawn. And the bank calls him every day wanting to know, hey, where's our money?
Others, like miner Quincy Adams, have started to look for another job.
The way it's looking right now, we're not going to have a good resolution to this, or at least a quick resolution, so I need to look at my other options.
He is not alone. Hundreds have a similar struggle.
Well, right now we have 400 men in Harlan County that are looking for a job, and there's not enough coal companies here or coal mines open in order to do that.
Until they have answers, they will be sitting on the railroad tracks together. Some describe it as a brotherhood.
I actually cried when I got here, just seeing the love from everybody.
And they plan on keeping that family bond strong.
Again, that was Emily Bennett reporting. Now, we learned yesterday that the Christian Appalachian Project is joining forces with other organizations to help the miners. On August 13th from 10 in the morning until 4 in the afternoon, they will be at the Harlan Convention Center to hand out essential items. It is part of Operation Sharing, which collects food, paper goods, and household supplies. CAP will bring several tractor-trailer loads of goods to the mountains.
We just wanted to show them that they're not alone, that there are people who understand what it's like to try to make ends meet and try to take care of their families. And so our staff wanted to do something tangible to let them know that, hey, the rest of Kentucky sees you and that we're here for you as well.
All righty, well, your time is 6:38. Thank you for joining us on Mountain News this morning. We'll have the details on last night's Democratic presidential candidate debate straight ahead.